Welcome back to Hampton Downs. Some real men in the cockpits here in the Formula 5000s on the front row. It is Michael Lyons. Alongside of him, Ken Smith in the David Abbott Lola T430. Second row back looks like Mark Dwyer, and also Roger Williams, by the look of it, in the Lola T332. We'll pick them up as you're on board here with the man that has set the pace all weekend. In fact, the previous weekend as well. This is young 20-year-old Michael Lyons from Essex, just outside of London. His dad in the field, just flashing past there, Kahneman 74 in the Gurney Eagle. We go back on board here with Greg Thornton in the Chevron B24. Now, this car, at the hands of Peter Gethin, beat all the Formula 1 challenges at the Race of Champions in its day, so it's a very, very good car. It's taken Thornton 3 years to rebuild it back to its current spec, and he is no slouch in the car, been running up inside the top 10, but no one's been able to catch this man. This is Michael Lyons. Now, he has already been under the magic minute here at Hampton Downs as you're on board, as he's heading up the top of the hill here, and over the top past the start-finish line he goes now. And wow, the overall speed of the 5000 looks like it's blown our onboard camera just about off its mount. That is a graphic example of how fast these cars are. 70s technology, but gee whiz, 2012 speeds. Lyons leads it, Ross in second, Smith in third. Then it would be Mark Dwyer from the UK. Just got a glimpse of Dwyer as they come up over turn 2, up and over the hill, and down into Austin's now, heading for the hairpin. Back on board with the race leader. Slightly different perspective now as the camera looking more towards the heavens than the racetrack. Up and over the brow of the hill, the cars get very light as they come down into the hairpin. This is where Jay Esterer went wrong in the previous race when he touched Steve Ross. No problems for Ross or Esterer because they're both in this field, but they're all trying to catch this guy. Into the big sweeper, the middleman turn. There is Steve Ross. He's the points leader in the MSC Tasman Cup Revival Series for the Formula 5000 cars. Then it's Kenny Smith, the three-time winner of the championship, and in behind him, the Lady Wigram Trophy winner, just recently crowned. That is Jay Esterer in his backup car. This isn't the Graham McRae-driven car that he drove in the first two rounds. This is actually the Quicksilver racing car that is his backup. He's a bit of a car collector, is Jay Esterer. He's got a Can-Am car at home in Canada as well. Big move down the inside of Steve Ross for Ken Smith. Can he get it done? No, he can't. Ross will have track position as they come back over turns 2 and 3. So Ken Smith will have to think about another attack plan here as he slots in behind as they go through Austin's and head up towards the hairpin. As close as you like there with Smith and Esterer. Esterer drives down the inside, then locks up a break, and I think Ken Smith's going to come back. Esterer runs it a little bit wide, and Smith capitalises, and he takes the spot back. So Ken Smith back into third place. Jay Esterer back into fourth. Just a little bit ambitious under brakes at the hairpin, and he paid the price. So it is a Lola in a McRae GM1 sandwich at the moment. That's the battle for second, third, and fourth. Steve Ross in second, Smith in third. Jay Esterer out of Canada, the 48-year-old engine builder, in fourth place. Out in front, Michael Lyons. Oh, and Smithy just tells Jay Esterer, just moves him over as they go through one again. They nearly touch wheels. Fatal in these cars, and certainly at this speed. So positions stay the same. Esterer gets the move. This is number 55. This is Judy Lyons as Steve Ross and Jay Esterer move over to lap her. Ken Smith follows them. Judy is, of course, Michael Lyons' mother, and Frank Lyons, Mike's dad, is in the field as well, currently running in about 7th place in a Dan Gurney designed Gurney Eagle. That's the turquoisey coloured car, number 74. You'll get a look at it a little bit later on. This battle for second and third hotting up now. McRae GM1 versus McRae GM1. Graham McRae designed and built race cars. Steve Ross from New Zealand, Jay Esterer from Canada. Ken Smith just tailing off a little bit as they come up the hill once again. Second, third and fourth on your screen. Back in 5th place, it's Mark Dwyer, another visitor from the UK. Then it would be Frank Lyons. Then it's Greg Thornton in the Chevron B24, the ex-Peter Gethin car, as we concentrate on this battle here. Oh, Kenny Smith just running just a little bit wide. Remember, he's in his backup car, if you like, because he too destroyed his Lola T332 that Team Geriatrics had built up for him for this year's championship. And that was at the round 2 round when he got together with Jay Esterer. As we go back on board. In fact, we get a split screen look at the circuit here at Hampton Downs, not only from the outside shot, but on board with Michael Lyons. He is easily the fastest man here at Hampton Downs. He's won every race of the weekend so far. Is he going to make it a clean sweep? He laps John Bryant there in the Lola T190 as he heads up the hill once again. This 2.8 kilometre circuit full of elevation changes, full of off-camber corners. You're back on board here with the man of the moment. Across the stripe he goes, and now into that blind turn number 1. There is Jay Esterer. Now he's lost a little bit of ground here to Steve Ross, so Ross now safely in second. Car number 59 is Canada's Jay Esterer. Then we go back to Ken Smith. And car number 27 there, this is Chris Lambden. Now this is the car that Greg Murphy drove, and the car right behind him is David Abbott, and that is the car that Andy Booth drove, 42. Another great performance from the Class A car of Alan Dunkley. In fact, he'd be the leading Class A car at the moment as we go back to the race leader. This is Michael Lyons, and he's cleared away from the rest of the field. There's a lap car between himself and Steve Ross. This is a battle for third and fourth, and it's hotting up now because Ken Smith's found some more power in the Team VDS, ex-Teddy Paulette, David Abbott-owned Lola T430. Car number 20 there is Tim Rush. Tim Rush in the ex-Tony Roberts car, the M22 McLaren. Interesting to know that Tony Roberts has gone on to bigger and better things because he is the owner of Hampton Downs, the circuit we're racing at. We're back on board here with Greg Thornton, the airline owner from Great Britain, in the ex-Peter Gethin Chevron B24, trying to get around John Bryant. It's Bryant there in the Lola, car number 31. Makes the pass successfully, does Greg Thornton, and that puts him into 6th position. Just up ahead of him, it is Frank Lyons and the Gurney Eagle, as we're back on board here with the 32, the Chevron B24. As I said, very famous car at the hands of Peter Gethin, the late great Peter Gethin. Just using the apex of the corner there as he comes through turns 2 and 3. Heads down towards Austin's. Down through the gearbox he goes. No carbon fibre brakes on these cars. The Chevron built in the UK by Derek Bennett's. This isn't the only car that Thornton owns. He's got a Titan, once run by the legendary Piers Courage, and also a Surtees TS11, which he's brought out here before, and that was driven by Sam Posey, probably better known these days as a broadcaster. There is Chris Lambden. Oh, someone going off, and that's Alan Dunkley. Well, that's blotted his copybook a little bit because he is having a sensational weekend here at Hampton Downs in the older car. Second place man Steve Ross goes through, comfortably in second now. This is the race leader just threading his way through the lap traffic. David Abbott there, number 3 in the second Lola T430, the sister car to the one Ken Smith's driving, about to be lapped. So too John Bryant, probably for the second time, as they head down into the big sweeper at the top end of the circuit. This guy has been absolutely unstoppable this weekend and last weekend for rounds 3 and 4 of the MSC Formula 5000 Tasman Cup Revival Series. And he is virtually unchallenged here as he begins his last few laps here at Hampton Downs. Just coming up on Sefton Gibb, car number 14. That's the ex-Graham Lawrence Lola. He's a lap down as well. Oh, and there's problems here on the front straight, and I've got a feeling that that is Chris Lambden in the McRae GM1. Back on board here with the Chevron, and you just got a glimpse there of Eric Hager's car, so I just wonder if Hager and Lambden have got together as Thornton starts to work on Frank Lyons. The red flag has come out. The race will be declared. It won't be finished as son chases down mum, because that's Michael Lyons. Just in front of him was his mother Judy. So this man has made it a clean sweep here at mighty Hampton Downs in round 4 of the Championship Series. You see the two cars stricken on the side of the track. That's the reason for the red flag. But it won't stop Michael Lyons winning the feature race here on Sunday at Hampton Downs. In second place it will be Steve Ross, and in third it's the 3-time champion Ken Smith. Fourth place is UK visitor Mark Dwyer, and in fifth it's Frank Lyons.
Well, it's been a great trip for you down under, because really with this series you've completely dominated.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, the boys have helped me a lot. Matt and Carl have flown out with us. Matt's been doing a great job engineering the car, and it's got us to where we are. Hopefully we can continue this down onto the South Island.
Yeah, Michael, he's got that wee edge. He's young and he's full of talent, that boy. I'm too old, I can't keep up with him.
Round 5 of the Tasman Cup Revival Series heads back to the South Island to Powerbuilt Tools International Raceway and the Scope Classic. We'll see you there.